To N21FM, a Pokemon podcast. This is episode 49. I'm your host, Glenn, and I'm joined as always by my wonderful co-host, Johnny. How you doing today, bud?
I'm doing all right. Hanging in there. I got a little bit of a cold, I think, unfortunately. So
Yeah,
is
I
what it
hear
is,
that.
you know. Yeah,
Jeez.
it's coming through. I'm sure.
Oh no, there's nothing worse than like that first feeling of like, oh, I can tell I'm about to get sick. It's brutal.
It's just been a rough couple of days with that. We're coming off like Maggie has come down with something as well, so she was kind of sneezing and a little bit of a runny nose. She still has that, but
Jeez.
we were kind of freaking out yesterday because we did like a temperature on her when we saw like her nose was running and was like really high, like we were concerned, like, oh, do we need to go to the hospital about this? We've had to deal with that. We've had to deal with that already when she was a good bit younger. But we got a spot at the pediatrics, and they got us in quick, and the doctor did a quick nose swab and was like, yeah, if it's a virus, just stay at home, monitor it. You know, if she seems worse, then get to the ER. But otherwise, you know, don't worry too much about it. So. You know, and she's been great, honestly. Like, compared to the last time we've had to deal with this, she has been a trooper. You know, she is eating great. She's still living it up like the world's her oyster. You know, so I think we're okay. But you know, it's just been it's been dealing with that, you know, and making sure she's good. So
yeah, well, I certainly hope that, you know, you and her and everybody in the family gets better soon.
Oh yeah,
especially in time for the holidays, man. Thanksgiving's next week. So I really, you know, I hope things are okay for that. But it's good to be here with you. It's always wonderful to see you. Wonderful to be here for another episode of N21FM, a Pokemon podcast. Lots of cool stuff coming down the pike. I've had a pretty good week. I'd like to think so, at least. Actually, that's not true at all. We were talking a little bit before the show, and I had to go to court on Friday for a speeding ticket.
Oh man!
So that was unfortunate.
Yeah.
And I was under the impression that if I went to the court, I would not have to pay for it, because that's what my wife did, and she got off without having to pay for anything. So I was like, oh, I'll just do the same thing. Wrong. $300. Pay up now. So I'll have to eat that. And then I also had to get my car looked at, and basically, like, my check engine light, I went and got my codes ran, and they were like, yeah, it's something with your transmission. And if anyone in our audience knows anything about cars, you know that Nissans have something in them called a CVT, which is I think it's continuously variable transmission, where basically they suck. They're like the future, of course, but they're a terrible piece of equipment, and you can't really repair them exactly based on the way they're made. It's all like a lot of proprietary stuff, and really not kit bashed, but really delicate things holding it together. So you're probably not fixing it, you're replacing it. So if when I'm going to go back and get it looked at thoroughly on the 1st, and that will be determining whether I have to get a new $5,000 transmission or not. Which, if it comes to that, I'm just getting a new car. I'm going to sell this car, and I'm going to get a Toyota. Because 100%. Man, the way I'd still be driving my 98 Camry if I could. It's the only car I've ever named. His name was Jazz. He was an elderly gentleman, and I loved him.
No, but yeah, $5K is not worth it on
$5K on
car,
a 20
really.
On a decade-old car that
I
paid $7,000 for. I'm good.
You'll get money from someone who will put the money into it to fix it up themselves, and you'll get that towards, you know, a new car or, you know, whatever.
Certainly, I'd much rather do that. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. So hopefully, you know, I don't have to replace it. Hopefully it's just something simple like a sensor. If that's possible, I would love for that to be it, and I just pay $100 for a sensor and be on my way. Because I found this out literally the day after I had just looked at my bank, and I was like, oh, I only have 6 more months before the car is paid off. So immediately
Oh
it becomes like,
no.
oh, word? Let me explode real quick.
Jeez.
But yeah, that's been my week. Today was good though. I went to the gym this morning. Me and my wife, we did legs. She was miserable because I like to go hard at the gym.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was great to get in the gym and have a nice long workout for the first time in a while. So felt pretty good. A
Yeah.
little worn
Yeah.
out though as a result. I've just had some beef stew over rice. So now I'm kind of like tired. Um,
No, that's so fair.
but yeah, I'm mostly just excited to be here recording with you.
Yeah.
Now, if for some reason you folks at home want to help me to stomach the loss of $5,000 for this transmission, there's a way you can do that. There's a way you can support this show. That's a terrible CTA transition, but I don't care. If you want to support our show here, please visit. Actually, just continuing to watch on Spotify and YouTube is already an enormous help. As I mentioned last week, we had 100 streams on Spotify. I really appreciate all the love that the shorts on YouTube have been getting lately. I think we gained a subscriber or so, a couple.
Yeah.
Which is it's awesome to see growth in that way. It's also really cool to get my hands into the editing suite and kind of stretch my legs with that. It's been a lot of fun to just make those, to go through and get our clips together. It's a lot of fun.
The
So
clips
thanks
are
for
great too. I've been getting a couple of them here and there popping up into my my YouTube shorts, and I know it's because I've got I go and I share the episodes around and
sure.
Get the folks at home to engage a little bit who we know. But yeah, it's entertaining to have that suddenly pop up in the middle of my doom scrolling at
Yeah.
2 a.m. while I'm trying to get my daughter back to sleep.
That's awesome. Yeah, dude. But yeah, thank you again for the love on Spotify and YouTube. I'm thinking about expanding to Apple Podcasts in the near future as well. Get us another spot where we can put stuff out to. Hopefully that'll probably take place after we're able to secure an RSS feed though. So if you want to make that happen sooner, you can support us over on Patreon. There you go. That's a much better transition. Patreon.com/Terminal Creative. Link is also in the description. $1 a month gets you early access to every episode, as well as access to our bonus show, N21+, where this week we're going through let's see, I had it moments ago. Where'd it go? The holiday calendar for 2025.
Ooh, yes.
The Pokemon TCG holiday calendar. We're going to do a product review for that. It'll end up being on free feeds. You'll probably just get a day early on Patreon, since it's a video we want to put out into the public so that people watch it and get it for a gift guide. Spoiler alert, I think it's a good product.
Oh yeah.
And then lots of other good stuff. We're working on another Booze and Battle, which we'll put out probably for it'll either be the next one we put out after this week, or it'll be the first one in the new year, I want to say, because I'm really stoked about it. We're going to do a Booze and Battle with Paradox Rift format, what we consider the best modern format in recent history. Booze and Battle is our what is it, a game, our own format per se, where
it's our own format. It's not much different than a normal format with just some added drinking.
Yeah, some fun regulations where for each prize card your opponent takes, you take a beer or seltzer shot. That that content is exclusive to Patreon, so go and check that out. The $5 tier also gets you access to a feed every week for a Q&A where you can have your questions read on the show. And $10 is a producer credit, where we read your name at the end of the show. The $5 credit I should mention, or the $5 tier I should mention also, we have the November question tier up. I guess I'll have to push this back a little further because if you haven't caught on by now, there's someone missing from today's episode. We ended up having to reschedule with LDF. That episode will come out. I'm not exactly sure when. There's been just some mishaps with communication, so we're unable to have him on tonight, and we will hopefully have him on in the near future before the holidays get insane. So we are going to have to adjust. We're rolling with the punches. But that is to say, you have more time now to get your questions read for him if you want to do so. Sorry, my wife just walked in the room, so I said hello. But yeah, if you want to get your questions read for LDF or for any other guest on the show, please check out that tier on Patreon. I think that's kind of all I got. Anything before we kind of just jump into it? I mean, we can talk about what we're doing today on today's episode. It's probably going to be a shorter one, I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to go over a brief review of the Ascended Heroes / Mega Dream set that got revealed on Poke Beach. We're going to go over our regular Movers and Shakers article from TCG Player, look at some job listings from TPCI, and get onto what we're playing, and we'll close out the show. Yeah, we'll try to make it a pretty quick one this week so that we can move on to our bonus content. We might do 2 this weekend. I think we're doing 2. But yeah, by all means, that's kind of all we've got. Let's jump into things here, Johnny. Anything before we start?
No, nothing else, man. Let's go.
Awesome. Sweet. It's great to be here.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm so parched. I've been chugging water today. I started creatine again for the gym. Yeah. So I'm so thirsty all the time.
Yep.
All right. First up on the docket, like I mentioned a second ago, coming to us from Poke Beach. This article is written by, hold on, I'm all the way at the bottom of it. The article is written by the resident Poke Beach writer, Water Pokemon Master. I think this person remains anonymous. That's the admin of Poke Beach, and right?
I believe he's got he's had his name, at least he's John. That's kind of the only info that he's really released that I know of. I don't know if his last name is out
John
there.
Pokemon.
I know, it's John Pokemon.
Incredible. You're also John Pokemon for that.
I am John Pokemon. So now we have to fight, of course, you know.
You should duel him. Winner gets to take over writing the articles on Poke Beach.
No, he can have that. I have no time for maintaining Poke Beach. I would let so many people down.
All right.
Oh man.
Yeah. But yeah, let's jump into it. The article is titled Mega Dream EX Full Main Set Revealed. It was posted 2 days ago, saying that all 193 main set cards from Japan's Mega Dream EX set have been revealed, and it will release Friday, November 28th, as their annual high class pack set. Which means this is our annual really bougie specialty set. The one that I think of initially is Crown Zenith. That's my go-to. I miss Crown Zenith every day, dude. That's I think the best set we've ever received, and that's probably biased, but whatever. I don't care.
No, that's fair. It's gonna be the set for us that's called Ascended Heroes.
Yeah, this is half of it, right? Or is this the full set?
I think what we're getting is Mega Dream EX plus I think we're going to be getting some of the cards that are featured in the Japan 100 themes start deck collection.
Yes.
That's going to get in. That's going to be starting the release schedule. I guess sometime, or I guess it's already happened. It's already started. No, it's going to start on December 19th. Sorry. Other Poke Beach article here listing the next English special set name, Ascended Heroes. And this one just kind of gives a little brief primer on what's going on with that stuff. But Japan is getting the Start Deck 100 collection on December 19th, which means that's going to be what with the release of a few of those, we're going to get some of those tossed in to Mega Dream EX as well for Ascended Heroes for us.
Interesting. Now, it is also worth mentioning that according to this article, well, they link another article where they claim, I don't know if there's any confirmation on it, but we're also supposed to be getting in that set, in the Ascended Heroes set on January 30th, which is when we'll get it, by the way. We're supposed to be getting a Larry's Komala and an Erica's Tangela, which is interesting.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I guess, man, it's so baffling that we were so wrong about Trainers Pokemon. How we were like, oh, these are so half-baked, and now it's Zoroark. Zoroark is going to be tier 1, and Larry is going to be...
I still have a tinfoil hat on for this. I'm just... Okay.
Wait, what do you mean? Go ahead.
So okay,
Yeah,
so
quick aside.
tinfoil hat theory, right? It still is that trainers Pokemon were half baked, but not in the way that I thought they were initially. I thought they were half baked stopgap because the Legend ZA release got pushed back, and so they needed to fill for 2 sets. Wrong. It's half baked stopgap because they had to release before Legend ZA because they were going to be released later on as trainers Pokemon, as owners Pokemon, and Mega Dream or Legend ZA was supposed to start in the spring of this year because that's, I believe, when Legend ZA was initially supposed to release was
That makes
spring
sense.
of 25, and instead had to get pushed back to fall of 25. So they pushed up 2 sets and moved other sets back, and now they're filling that space back in normally the way it should be filled in with more owners Pokemon.
Interesting.
That's the full theory.
By the way, I'm going to have to get a Pokemon Center ETB of Ascended Heroes because it's got the stamped and Zekrom.
Yes.
And I'm gonna be rocking that guy. I don't know what to tell you. So
no, that's so fair.
I'm gonna be riffle shuffling that Pokemon Center stamped guy. It's gonna be awesome, dealing psychic damage to my opponents. But yeah, so let's briefly go over this set real quick. Just the highlight cards. It is a huge reprint set. Obviously, like anybody, if you don't have Teal Masks yet or Budoos yet, you're getting them. I'm sure you're gonna be tripping and falling over Teal Mask Ogerpons and Budoos. If you need a Pikachu, if you need a Magneton for some reason, if you're still playing Miraidon in the Big 25, if you still need a Lily's Clefairy, if you are the one person in the local Discord who is still playing Rocket's Mewtwo,
you know who you are.
You are. Your Latias EX, your monkey. If you don't have a million Monkey Dories by now, you've got that guy showing up.
Yeah, it's
lots of reprints.
It's always nice to see the reprint sets happen, even if they are special sets, because it still makes things cost a little bit less.
Dude, another Fez reprint. Fez is getting printed into the ground, and I'm so here for it.
Yeah. Fez prices are absolutely tanking right now, and it's fantastic. It's good. Finally.
Good. I'm excited about it. Yeah, so lots of cool things, lots of really fun reprints, but there's a couple of Pokemon that are brand new to this set that I'd like to go over. We'll kind of go over things in order that they appear based on the set list. And I think the first one really, there's nothing really in grass that's worth mentioning. I don't think, or fire for that matter.
I was gonna mention there's actually, I'll share the screen because we'll kind of scroll through. Just because I also like see this stuff and immediately think of like GLC options as well.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, we should talk about that.
To me, the Silicune is kind of a GLC option right here, right? So this ability, Cascading Cocoons, when you play this card to evolve one Pokemon during your turn, you may use this ability, search your deck for a Cascoon or Silicune and put it onto your bench, then shuffle your deck. So this is a way to cheat out a Cascoon. So you can run one Wurmple and then still run Silicune, Cascoon, and both Beautifly and Dustox.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if there's any good Beautifly or Dustox.
Yeah, that's a good question.
GLC. I think there's a good Beautifly that lets you draw 6 when you play it. Or draw up to 6, I believe is what it is. So there's that's like an option, right? I'll do.
Yes, it's once during your turn you can draw until you have 6 in your hand on the Beautifly. I'm looking up a Dustox right now to see if there's anything good on it.
Okay.
There's a Hazardous Evolution where you can leave your opponents active, paralyzed, and poisoned, and put 3 damage counters in during Pokemon Checkup. That's pretty good. I'm into that. There's also a Roaring Skies Dustox that has the Ancient Traits, where you can take extra prizes on it.
Yep, extra prize on knockout is always a good option.
Yeah. There's not a lot of Dustox cards. Those are probably the best 2.
Yeah, I would say those are the best 2 because you either do the Hazardous Evolution and just jump your opponent with a bunch of status conditions, or you do. Honestly, this the Ancient Trait one is possibly a good inclusion for something like kind of like what am I thinking of? Kind of like the Jump Bluff Diplin, like double hit grass.
Oh, the double hit grass. Yeah, I can see that.
It's sort of a double hit in the sense that it's not actually a double hit, but it does let you take an extra prize on a KO or something like that. So you can go for like the ignition energy crisis punch, KO at the end of the game when your opponent has one prize left and you need to take, like 2 prizes at once. That's a perfect answer right there. Like come from behind type deal, or like 2 prizes off of I don't know, damage spam or something like that if you've gotten some spread around. I don't know. Those options. That's the only reason why I kind of like wanted to pull up this Silken though, was he kind of works for that.
Yeah, I can totally see that. That's about all that's interesting for that. I don't think any of these fire guys are good at all. Water is really where it gets interesting. I mentioned it briefly on the episode with Powers. Mega Frost Lassie X is going to be sick. I'm going to be maining that deck as soon as it comes out. This is a 310 HP stage 1 water type Pokemon with a water. For 1 water, you can use Rebellion, where you do 50 for each card in your opponent's hand. I like this because it lets you play time in a competitive setting, and that's awesome. But that's like the only reason I'm playing it. So,
for sure.
And then
that's still not bad, honestly. Like there's a lot of decks nowadays also that are like kind of building up a big hand size, and like sitting on it because you want to keep options available. And even with
Zoroark.
And Zoroark is one of those for sure. Especially with Iono kind of not seeing a decline in play, but Iono is played a little less now because Lily's is played a little bit more.
Yeah, certainly.
And sometimes it's better, obviously, to play like a Lily's than a Iono. So you might see more Iono play and less Lily play. Yeah, or more Lily play, less Iono play because of that. Obviously, it doesn't like defeat situational things, but this is just a good answer to that, right?
Yeah, it's also just fun to have that kind of deck. And of course, it pairs very obviously with this Frost Last down here. That once during your turn, if this Pokemon's in the active spot, you can use the ability, and each player draws a card.
Oh yeah, the Frostmoth.
Frostmoth. Sorry,
cool.
Did I say Frostlass?
Yeah.
Whoops. My bad.
No, it's okay. It's all good.
Then you've got the Ends Vanillux, the Ends Hand of Exodia.
Yeah. This thing is interesting.
It's bad. Actually, it's fine in GLC. It's great for like a Rapid Strike deck.
I do kind of like this double the number of damage counters on an opponent's on each of your opponent's Pokemon. Like this might just be a fun inclusion for a Rapid Strike deck, especially like double colorless right there means you can toss a double turbo on this guy. Or an ignition on this guy and just kind of go ham with that. You don't have to worry about like, I mean, to be fair, like most water decks are already running Frostmoth or Bex in some way. So
yeah, well, and Vanillite has Call for Family.
True, that's right. Yeah. A Call for Family
Good card.
is pretty solid.
This is actually a GLC card proper. I'm kind of here.
Oh yeah. 100%.
Second Glastrier ever printed. That's the only thing noteworthy about it. It's a bad card.
Let's see here. We got Heliolisk.
It's the Canary combo card. It's the
Canary one. Yep. I don't even. We'll get to Canary in a minute, but I don't. It's
just think like 4 lightning type guys. I don't care about that.
Yeah, you're probably not doing much with this dude.
What is cool though is the Mega Electros, which I'm super hyped about because it's got this is a 350 HP lightning type Pokemon, stage 2. Mega Evolution Pokemon, where it has for 2 lightning, you can use Split Bomb, where it does 60 to 2 of your opponent's Pokemon. And then for 3 lightning, you can Disaster Shock 190, discard 2 lightning from it, and if you do, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. Paralyzing your opponent's active is bananas. If you can just get like if you can get a switching out package, literally just put Patch Yveltal into this deck and your Eels, and you're good to just Dynamotor onto this guy and be fine. So very cool to be able to paralyze and paralock your opponent.
For sure. I think that's like pretty much the way to play this at this point. Honestly, you could even like, I don't know, you could definitely like do the Patch Yveltal thing. You could also just get like a couple air balloons and just swap positions every turn. It's the same.
That's probably just better. That's the thing that comes to mind.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. It really ultimately you can find ways to just like loop this continually, and 190 plus paralysis like every turn is really good.
Yeah,
block your opponent for a turn while you nuke them.
It's pretty gross. You play this with never mind. I'm not gonna leave the sauce. there's not really a whole lot. I guess we can mention this Stunfisk. They're scared of Tempting Trap Mawile, so they made it do damage.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all
pretty
there is
much
to
what
say
it
about
is.
that. None of these psychic types
Yeah.
are good. Oh, dude, they made a Miss Magius, and it wasn't an Iono's Pokemon. What are we doing?
Yeah. I'm hoping that maybe in like another set we get like a if they're gonna do more owners Pokemon beyond this, set, maybe we get like an Iono's Mismagius EX. I would love to see like a Terra type like Iono's Mismagius EX, like a
I don't think we're getting any
one.
more Terras, but I think getting a Miss Magius would be sick.
For sure.
I think the only other thing out of Psychic, actually, there's 2 cards out of Psychic that are worth mentioning. IMO, and the first is this Rotom.
Ooh, yes.
It's a basic 60 HP Psychic where it's got for 1 colorless Roto Call. Search your deck for as many cards with Rotom in their name as you like, and then put them onto your bench. Then shuffle your deck, and then Gadget Show for double colorless, 30 damage for each Pokemon tool attached to all your Pokemon. This is obviously meant to be paired with the Rotom EX from Phantasmal Flames, where each of your Rotom can hold an extra tool card, and like all these other Rotoms, so you can have a Rotom box and do a bunch of weakness stuff.
I mean, it's good. It gives you
this
gives you the psychic type Rotom that you need for Gadget Show as well. So
now
you've got Lightning, Psychic, Grass, Fire, Water.
Perfect
coverage.
Yeah, love it.
You're hitting pretty much everything. So
love that.
The next one.
Oh yeah, the next one.
The one that I think you were kind of mentioning this one when we were talking about it pre-show a little bit.
Oh sure, yeah. That Hops Trevenant.
Yeah.
I think this thing will creep up on people if people decide to play Hops, because I mean, so you think about it and you're like, oh, 30 plus 100 if something was knocked out sucks because it's only 130. But then you remember you have Postwick and Hops Focus Band and Snorlax, and you're like, oh, that's like another 90 damage, right?
Yeah.
So you're doing 220 for free on a stage 1 base.
220 for free is good.
220 for free on a stage 1 is pretty sick.
Yeah.
Let's not.
I think it kind of fits into the same kind of category as like the Hops Cramorant, where like the Hops Cramorant is situational on the this is situational on like your opponent taking KOs. Hops Cramorant is situational on what your opponent's prizes are sitting at, so I think that's I definitely think this is a solid card to include for sure in kind of those kinds of lists. I think you can make it work,
Yeah. And then up next, this is the one I really want to talk about for a second. This is the one that is making the internet go crazy right now. Specifically Twitter. You people don't know how to read, and it shows. And I'm tired. I'm really sick of it, man. You guys have no clue how to read. Everybody's like, "Oh my god, it's Sableye again." It's not.
Yep. No.
It's not.
I had to reread it when I first saw it too. So I had to reread it. But
it's true.
I can understand.
You can't read. I can't read. No one can.
No.
It is, for those who are not watching on video, this is Spectrier, the second printing ever of Spectriers. Maybe someday we'll get a Calyrex print. But this is a 120 HP basic single prize psychic Pokemon that does 30 damage for 1 psychic, or for 2 psychic and a colorless will you do Phantom Beat that says discard all energy attached to this Pokemon and place 12 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. This is not Lost Mine.
No, it's not.
Pay attention.
But 12 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon is still very good.
Yeah, 120 is awesome.
This is still like absolutely a super. This isn't going to see. I don't think this is going to see play in like standard. Obviously, like it's just too much energy. There's not a lot of good ways to like accelerate psychic. Like there are, but one of them's leaving. One of them's leaving soon. This is going to go into Guardy for one format, and it's going to be disgusting probably because someone's going to find a way to make this work with Monkey Dories, and we're gonna see more Guardy shenanigans. But realistically, it's only going to see play for like one format with that, and no one's going to use Xatu with this. Zatu's not real.
Well, Xatu rotates at the same time as Gardevoir, so we're fine.
Oh, it does, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yep. I think there's like Wonder Patch. I guess you could like maybe if you wanted to.
Yeah.
And I'm sure we'll get another way to cheat psychic energy into play because Pokemon loves printing psychic support.
Yeah.
You could also like
This,
you could like Wonder Patch Crispin to this
yeah,
guy
that's true. Yeah.
if you really
Get
wanted
your
to. I don't
Psychic
know.
Dark, Wonder Patch Psychic.
This will see play for exactly until Gardevoir rotates because of the fact that Monkey Dory will exist. And like, here's the thing. I thought Gardevoir players had stopped being able to figure out new nonsense to play with. And then I saw them playing Enamorous. So what am I to do? Like,
Gardevoir players just will find, like, it's every time a new set comes out, they go and they hunt for stuff, or every time a new set comes out, they're like, oh, this thing is relevant. Let me look through the backlog of basic psychic types that exist in standard that are like terrible cards, but can be good in this one very niche situation where suddenly it's like the most cracked thing ever.
Yeah. Gardevoir players have an encyclopedic knowledge of terrible single price psychic attackers. So they just get to remember. I'm just happy to see Spectrier gonna be seeing play. So
props to the commitment, honestly. No Pokemon player is more dedicated than the Gardevoir player.
It's true.
Yeah.
Y'all are a different breed.
No, this thing I will say, this is going to be a terror in GLC.
Oh, true. Actually, what the heck?
This is a monster in GLC. Remember, we have Wonder Patch already, or Psychic Patch, or whatever. That's good. That exists. We have
Wonder Patch, Xatu, Counter Energy,
Malmar, Counter Energy, Dimension Valley, like
Counter Game also.
You can just counter gain. You can just Dimension Valley. You have Dimension Valley in play. You go Malmar, Psychic Recharge, Xatu, Clairvoyant Sense, and then you can still attach a Psychic Energy somewhere else for turn.
Yeah, God forbid you play a Crispin.
Oh my! Well, yeah, no. I mean, you do because you have you have Monkey Dory in the Psychic decks.
Yeah.
Especially in the ones that are like, oh, let me put damage counters somewhere. Even if this isn't spread damage counters everywhere, it's still let me Monkey Dory, so I can drop 30 or somewhere, and then another 12. Just it's
nice.
It's
150 HP guy you have there. Nice, nice shady dealings in Teleon you have. I hope it likes meeting God.
Right.
So,
oh my goodness,
enjoy that. I don't think there's literally anything out of fighting that's worth mentioning. They robbed my boy, Mega Hawlucha. This card sucks and it's bad.
Yeah, the Mega Hawlucha is
it just
terrible.
has, what is it, Guts,
unfortunately,
from that one Metachamp or Machamp where you flip a coin.
This is like a 5-band graphic that I'm not mad at for once.
It's a solid 5-band graphic, and they're like, what if we made it worse Terra Pikachu?
Yeah. Pretty much. Let's just put Machamp, Guts Machamp onto a 3-prize Pokemon.
A 3-prize guy. You guys literally
guy who
printed
who literally gets nuked by like an Ursaluna with a Vitality Band. And, like,
so sad. They did him so dirty.
Yeah. Also Psychic Week, so I mean that was expected.
Never meta relevant ever.
Yeah, Psychic Weakness right now is a death sentence, unfortunately.
Yeah, sorry, fighting types.
Man. Yeah, and then this also this attack also just what are we doing, man? Come on, 120 plus 140 if you got a stadium in play. Cool. Mawile is already hitting 260 as long as there's no damage counters on the thing that it's punching. Like,
man, print a good card, please.
Yeah,
it's all right. They're gonna print a heater for Mega Starmie. Don't even worry about it.
God, I hope so.
I'd love that just to make VGC players mad, man.
God, I can't wait. I do want a Mega Starmie so bad, like a good Mega Starmie.
Yeah,
just make it like make it Rapid Strike 2.0 or something. Like
that. I'm so ready for Mega Starmie BDIF. Like, I want like was it Brisbane or Melbourne where it was Pulk Intel for all top 8 slots?
Yeah,
I want that, but with Mega Starmie.
Oh my god, disgusting!
Give it to me, please. Anything out of Dark that you want to talk about? Because I have one that I want to mention, 2 that I want to mention. But if you don't have anything in
Oh.
there that you want to bring up, we don't have to, or you don't. Yeah, we can just move on to the stuff I have.
Oh, never mind. Never mind. This. Well, no, wait, no, never mind. I was like, oh wait, is this Colossal real for like GLC?
No.
It's probably not. 10 or more basic fighting in your discard. That's terrible. Dark. I don't think Dark has much. The only things I would say were maybe interesting is like this Obstagoon.
That's what I was thinking of exactly. The obstacle
like
goes crazy.
Yeah, this is like a cool GLC option. Honestly, it's a cool standard option, maybe.
Yeah. No, I'd say
so
so.
many times the number of damage counters on your opponent's active Pokemon. I mean, this is basically doing what kind of like what that what is it? The Brute Bonnet is doing. I'll get to that a little later in this episode because I'll talk about that some more. But there's like a Brute Bonnet in format that's like 50 plus an extra 50 for each damage counter on your opponent's Pokemon, active Pokemon. And so this guy is kind of similar to that, but it's dark colorless. That thing is like 3 dark for that attack. Yep. This guy's dark colorless and it's 70 times instead, which is better, probably.
Yeah.
The only downside, obviously, is like being a stage 2. So.
Yeah, certainly. I think this card would be bananas if they had reprinted Sword and Shield Galarian Zigzagoon.
Oh my god.
Could you imagine?
Yo, I think they're afraid of doing that. Like,
they
I think
shouldn't
they
be.
are
Print it.
Of doing
it's
that.
Awesome. Just do it.
Especially after how much play Halucha has seen.
In the last rotating.
Year
Bring us back
That's
Galarian Zigzagoon. That guy was my goat. I loved him. Oh, I miss you every day, Galarian Zigzagoon. 10 damage anywhere on the board for free.
Yep. Yeah, I think the Obstagoon is pretty cool.
Yeah. I also just love that line, man. They're such a cool evolution line.
Oh yeah, yeah. The artwork even is fun on this one. It's cool. It's interesting. It's got some comic booky vibes on it.
Yeah, the Linoon's even really pretty. IMO.
Ooh.
Yeah. And then of course Mega Scrafty is interesting. One of the most interesting design choices for a guy ever, for sure. But this is just another like return damage attacker.
I'm not gonna say it, man.
He's got that fit on, brother. I guess.
He's got the fit. I think they might have gone a little too much with the fit. I'm gonna be so real.
This is a Japanese studio.
Yep. It
shows.
It is a Japanese studio, and it does.
They don't know what's going on.
If they did, they don't care.
Also true. Yeah. This got printed in the same set as a really interestingly looking. Sorry, go ahead.
The same company gave us Jinx. So
I was literally gonna say it was like it'd be interesting if they printed this alongside a really sketchy looking Jinx. Could you imagine?
Jesus.
But yeah, so this Pecharunt is bad. Yep, that's.
Yeah, the Pecharunt. I was gonna highlight this Scrafty real quick.
Oh, sure.
More, just because the ability. I mean, because it's an EX, but it's not good. When it's if it's in the active spot, when it takes damage, you put 5. It's just a 5. Yeah, terrible. Don't bother with that ability. The attack is just worse. Absol. Like, this is just worse Absol.
Yeah.
That's really what it is. Like I like the fact that like it mills off the top and discards out of the hand. Like, that's cool. But like ultimately, Absol does more damage for the same energy cost and is easier to get into play. You know.
Yeah.
That's the big thing. The Pangoro is unfortunately blocked by the fact that no dark Panchams exist. Which really, I don't think, at least if you can find me a dark Pancham, I will eat those words. But I don't think there's a dark Pancham.
0 dark Panchams.
Yeah, unfortunate.
It's okay, buddy. Dream Ball.
Well, I was thinking of this for like GLC again.
Yeah, Dream Ball.
Dream Ball.
Yeah, Dream Ball. It lets you cheat anything out if you take it as a prize.
Well, yeah, but the attack needs a Pancham on the bench that has damage counters on it. So there's too much. Like, the damage counters being on the Pancham is already too much, but then like you need to have a Pancham.
Yeah, so, never happening. This is washed.
Don't bother. Yeah, what was this? If it's knocked out, fight attack, search your deck for a card, put it in your hand. I mean, no.
I guess.
Um,
Remember Radiant Jirachi? Remember that guy?
yeah.
Me neither.
It's this is just worse, and no one played Radiant Jirachi, so
True. Oh, we've got King Gambit here. Welcome back, Charizard EX. I suppose.
this is single prize. This is single prize Charizard EX, but like probably worse.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no like metal acceleration in format other than Archaludon and
which we are not. There's Metang.
Metang's terrible.
It is,
Metang
but
is
I mean,
so bad.
If you go a single prize route, there's something to be said for that.
Oh yeah, like this will be like a fun meme deck.
This will be for the win TCG video, I'm certain.
Yeah, 100%.
Let's see.
Also, they're the Pokemon Company is once again cowards for not giving us a King Gambit EX, even though this dude is new to the generation of games that came out in 2023. They spent 2 years on that generation in the cards and didn't give us
like,
King
let's
Gambit
just EX. Maybe they'll do it in the future. We'll see.
I hope so, but yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, moving
on
some sick
to arts though. King Gambit does. His arts go crazy.
One?
No, all of them, just in general.
Oh, all of them. Yeah.
He's got the leadership one has a shiny from Paldean Fades. It's also got a full art, and there's even that the promo by who is that? By Oku. Very nice arts on that guy. Yeah.
Yes.
But I mean, still, make a good King Gambit card, please. Anyway, now we're in strange territory because we're in like dragons getting really cool stuff again, where we're getting this Dragonair that's already been revealed. No, I mean, when was the last time we got like a really good dragon card other than Dragapult?
All right, that's fair.
Yeah. This Dragonair evolves from Dratini. It's been discussed before, but if it's got any energy attached to it, you can use the ability and search for an evolution Pokemon, which is cool.
The nice thing about this is like this exists in like a world where you can mix this. If you can find the space for this into like a deck that can run another type, right? And the big combo thing is obviously going to be the Mega Dragonite EX. But
right.
If you can fit like a water or a lightning type into that deck, this guy immediately does a ton more already, just on the fact that it doesn't have to get just dragons. It can get, the lightning types, the water types, kind of whatever,
Yeah.
So that's cool.
The worst Rayquaza card you've ever seen is being printed as well. TPCI decided we're tired of printing good Rayquaza cards. I know we made a whole big deal out of putting a shiny Rayquaza Terra event in the game. I know we made a huge deal of putting a shiny Rayquaza in the anime. But what if we never printed a good shiny Rayquaza card for the Scarlet Violet era and also instead printed this terrible Rayquaza card just because we don't want you to have cool, fun things? This Rayquaza, 20 plus 90 for Lightning Colorless, 130 for Fire Lightning Colorless, 120 HP. Terrible card. Literally would rather play almost any other Rayquaza card.
This is an instant bulk box.
Immediate bulk box. This is not good. There's the N Zekrom, which we discussed last week. Actually, I want to get your thoughts on this before, because obviously you weren't here for that. Oh, also, this is an Akira. Neat.
It is another Akira. Jeez.
Dude, shout out. I guarantee you this means that April will pivot to Zoroark.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, my thoughts on this thing is that this is busted. This is an immediate, like, you still use Reshiram in like an Ends deck.
You're putting both in there.
Like you still use Reshiram because you don't want to not have the Reshiram, and then your opponent like punches you with something that can't get like one shot by Rampaging Thunder, and then you're like caught with your pants down, no Reshiram, and you're like, damn, guess I can't counter KO you. Like, oh well, man. You know,
Yeah, well,
I'm losing. No,
just that
you
first attack on Reshi is so worth it.
Also,
But,
yeah. The first the Reshiram having a revenge attack that like deals based off of the counters on it.
So
This
good.
guy with a 70 shred is fantastic. 250 damage, and it can't attack next turn. Oh no, what am I gonna do? Petra Run Evil
Petra
Tall.
Run Evil Tall.
It's like, oh no, if
Easy.
only they didn't give me the stuff to just cheat my way through.
Incoming and Zoroark tier 1 format.
Yeah, no,
I'm so ready
rotation,
for it.
This is rotation. This is probably the best deck after rotation. Like
It's
calling
this or
it now.
Dragapult,
This is,
I fear.
Yeah, Dragapult's going to be insane. This is going to be insane. Like, it's just decks that don't lose a lot of stuff and only gain a lot of stuff, or like only gain good things, are just going to be the next best decks. And this is absolutely one of them. Like, it's dark. Like Ins is only losing what every other deck is losing, but it gains what every other deck gets.
What is
and
Ins
then it also
even
gets good cards. Nest Ball, which
please.
like you run like one of, right? You run one Nest Ball in an Ins deck right now. I think maybe
Arvin. We're
maybe
also losing Ionos.
I mean, you just pivot to like a Lily's Engine. Probably it's just going to be pivot to Lily's Engine.
Yeah, you lose Countercatcher, Palpad, Pokegear, TM Evo.
Losing Palpad might actually be one of the most. Losing Palpad and like Pokegear might be some of the more impactful ones, just because you're a little more reliant on like supporter search, right? With like things like Serrano.
Oh,
and
you lose
Brox.
Reversal as well.
You do lose Reversal, but like, I still don't think it's that big a deal.
I think you're fine. I think you're chilling. You pivot to like Power Glass and use it with the Zoroark.
Mm-hmm.
You're fine.
Yeah, it's just gonna it's just another insane option, honestly. Yeah.
And then it's very good. It's very, very good. Speaking of interesting cards, Light Ball here. They really, I don't know what they were thinking when they said, "What if you could do 350 HP or 350 damage?" Or I guess they were like, "We're tired of Pikachu using Terra Crystal. Here's another tool."
Yeah. So this is like okay, you can force a person to pick between Crystal and Light Ball for the Pikachu. You're not running Light Ball if you're playing Terra Box. Like, you're not, dude. And that's really it's the only deck that's going to play this. Like, you don't need it. You don't need it. Terra Box can just run the Kieran or Black Belt and knock out most. Can knock out every what is it? EX can knock out a lot of basic Mega EX Pokemon with just like a Black Belt. Like, the only thing you're whiffing on, I guess, is like the charmed Kangaskhan, right?
Yeah.
Like, I guess that's not a great thing to whiff KO on, but like, if you're using Light Ball,
the odds of that showing up in person are very slim.
Yeah, if you're using Light Ball to try to like stop a Kangaskhan, right? Like, that's not a good answer. You need something different. Like, there's better ways to just beat that. So,
you know what happens though, is I guarantee go ahead and document this, because this is going to be a future moment we revisit, and I'm going to put another tally on the board. We're going to get another Pikachu EX that's like somehow more broken than Resolute Heart Pikachu, and it'll do like a bajillion damage or it'll do like a moderate amount of damage for like 2 lightning. And then this Light Ball will push it over the edge to be competitive. Yeah. Guaranteed that's what happens.
We get something with like it's going to be like Pikachu with like a light. It's going to be like Lightning Bullet or something like that, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's going to be Lightning Bullet 180 plus 30 to the bench or something like that.
Gross.
So you can go 50. Now it's 230.
Yeah.
It'll be more like pretty convenient number to hit.
Yeah. Interesting how that works.
Like, I don't know, like I could just call out like a random number, right? And it's probably like a decent break point, you know? Is it going to be 180? Is it going to be 160? Oh no, you're hitting 210. If only there were
190. They might be brave enough to put 190 on it, so you're doing 240.
Okay, yeah, like exactly. 240 hits almost every basic EX except for Bear. So
Yeah. Crazy. Let's move on swiftly. Thick scale is bad.
Yeah.
Except for in GLC. In GLC, it's broken.
This is going to go into Dragon decks. Like, you're not going to see this in standard, but every Dragon deck is going to probably drop one of these in. Like, 50 less damage.
That's crazy.
A dedicated type 50 less damage. And it granted, it is for like specific Pokemon, but like let's talk about like what you can kind of do with this, right? Like, remember, Parallel City exists, right? And you're not usually playing Parallel City where you're hampering your own bench, right?
Yeah.
But like, imagine a world where you drop Parallel City on like your opponent who's like running a fire list, right? And you attach this to like your active, and now your opponent's punching fire with like 70 less damage. That feels terrible, right? That feels awful.
Yeah. So, like, you're packing it up. You're going next at that point.
And like dragon lists aren't all off of Parallel City. Like, a lot of them are going to like Lost City just because it's a little bit better for them to hit Lost City and like hit some key KOs. But it's certainly not bad, right? Like, Parallel City is certainly not a bad card for any deck in GLC. So I don't know. I could see it, you know, kind of fit in that way. We got Canary.
Yeah.
I don't know. Search for 4 lightning Pokemon, reveal them, put them. Okay, cool, I guess. Like, I don't know.
I see the vision.
Fun. It probably is better after rotation. It's certainly not good.
Hear me out. Joltik box.
Okay. Yeah, I could see that. I could see this with like Joltik box, especially because you're losing Miraidon. So like, if you want to keep Joltik box kind of like going as a deck, right? Like, Canary's probably your next best bet.
Yep.
The only downside is you have to probably stack like 4 of these in that list. And then, I don't know about that one.
Feels bad.
Also, yeah.
There's a
Surfer reprint.
Except it's not a reprint. It's still Reg H.
Oh, it's not?
Reg H.
It is.
Unfortunate.
Oh, it is Reg H. Oh, that's unfortunate. It's it's Surfer alt art then.
Yeah.
You know. That's fine.
Sure. Anthea and Concordia.
Okay.
This is a card of all time.
I have a gripe about this.
Tell
read
me
the card
about it.
first, and I have a gripe. Okay.
Yeah, this is a supporter. We talked about it last week with Powers, but Johnny, I want your thoughts on it too. You can only play this card if you have the following Pokemon on your bench or in play: Ends Darmanitan, Ends Zoroark EX, Ends Reshiram, Ends Zekrom, Ends Clink Clank, and Ends Vanillux. But here's what you get for that. During this turn, if your opponent's active Pokemon is knocked out by damage from an attack from one of your Ends Pokemon, take 3 extra prize cards. What are we talking about? What is it?
This is it's like you said earlier. First of all, this is a future for the win.
Yeah.
Card. He's going to do it. He's going to spend, you know, like 50 games and get it off in like 2, and that's the video. You know, it's like a 20-minute video.
Yeah. Worth it though.
But people, but it's going to make everyone like lose their minds, and then they're going to try to build the same list, and they're going to fail, and they're going to be like, "Damn, I guess I suck."
Yeah, time for me to quit the game.
Like, the reality is like, dude, this isn't a good card. Okay, so first of all, there's that. Second of all, Pokemon players love comparing any Pokemon card that has like a convoluted, like, big game breaking. I'm not going to say game winning, right? Because 3 prizes isn't like 3 extra prizes is strong, but it's not necessarily game winning. But
unless you're knocking out a Mega.
That's true. Yeah, unless you're knocking out a Mega. But Pokemon players love to like talk about any like huge game advancing card as if it's Exodia, right? And I get the comparison, right? Because it is.
This is have all the pieces in play.
This is not Exodia, okay?
No. Because
Exodia was
good.
A strategy. Exodia was actually a strategy, and at a certain point there were like decks built around Exodia. This card fits oh god, what is it? I looked this up recently. So there is an archetype in Exodia, using a series of cards, culminating in a trap card called Huge Revolution. The cards that make it up are 3 really awful monster cards called United Resistance, People Running About, and Oppressed People. And this this card was basically just like it was a thing where the trap card can only be used if it can only be used during your main phase, and you can only use it when those 3 terrible monster cards are on your side of the field, and then you just nuke your opponent's entire game state. You send all of their cards in hand, graveyard, or all of their cards in their hand to the graveyard, and destroy all cards that they control on the field, right? This is more like what that is. And the reason I say that is because that card never saw play. That card, never saw play.
This card will also
that
never
card
see
was
play.
Terrible. There was so many ways to just counter it and get around it, and in Pokemon the same thing happens, right? That's why I'm like, stop comparing stuff to Exodia. Exodia was like playable. Exodia had a space. Like, even nowadays there's still people who like cook Exodia decks, you know, in like modern Yu-Gi-Oh format. Most aren't good, but like they still get cooked. If you play like older formats, like you play like Goats format, right, or Monarchs format, you can make Exodia decks work and be like disgustingly effective too.
Yeah.
That's my gripe. Long-winded explanation to say I hate Pokemon players for that reason.
Yeah. Like I said, it's like I said earlier, man. They can't read.
They can't read.
And again, I have a fun game for you. Without looking it up, I want you to tell me what N's Klinklang does.
I remember it because it's so bad. It's so bad. I can't remember the cost. I want to say it's 2 metal. I want to say it's 2 metal and like a colorless or something like that.
Yeah.
You flip 3 coins and then do 60 times.
Close.
Each head. No. 120.
Yeah, it's 120
times each head. I was like, no, I knew it was something bigger than that. Like, it was like something big. What's the cost?
It's 2 metal and a colorless.
Yes, let's go.
It's bad.
Yeah, that's a terrible card. That's a Pokemon Pocket card.
Yeah.
No one is playing coin flips. Stop coin flips. Coin flips only exist in like niche formats.
Yeah,
like,
throw back to
where you're only doing coin flip cards or something.
Go back to coin flip Ambient Bomb. That card was legit. And then Night Mine is just another card that they're like, I swear this will be what kills Dragapult. I promise. Just one more card. I swear it'll be okay. Dragapult's not going to be good. I promise. And then it'll still be good.
Dragapult is going to see this and it's going to go, okay.
Interesting. I'm playing more stadiums.
Monkey Dory. Draw like 3 more cards this turn. Look at 6 more cards this turn. Keep 3 of them. Monkey Dory damage away that you put on me last turn. Battle Stadium or Battle Coliseum or whatever it is, the new one, the MMA arena. Now you can't monkey that damage back.
Yeah.
Get wrecked, loser. Like, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
This is so.
Dragapult will just start playing 4 stadiums.
Yeah. Yeah, this is just... Oh, man.
This card is Rocket's Watchtower.
Yeah. Rocket's Watchtower is actually kind of good, though. Like, to be fair, Rocket's Watchtower is good, and the reason Rocket's Watchtower is good is because it let Zoroark eat, like, the one deck that absolutely ruins Zoroark, you know?
True. Yeah, this is true.
Like... But cool arts. We get some cool arts on this one.
We do get some banging arts. The Dragapult line goes crazy.
This looks cool. No, print this in like a normal set, so the Psyducks don't cost $1 billion.
Yeah, please print another Psyduck. What were they thinking?
This art is beautiful, by the way. Though I love this art. This is the Pokemon Concierge Psyduck right here.
Yeah, it is.
This is the Pokemon Concierge Psyduck. This is Haru's Psyduck right here. 100%.
True.
This is Haru's Psyduck.
Wow. Hold on, wait. I'm gonna see if I can find it here. I need you to guess how much the current promo Psyduck is.
Oh god, I think it went down a little bit, but it's what, like $10 now, right?
Without looking, let's see here. I need to find it because there's a million Psyducks on TCG Player.
I'm throwing it off the dome. $10.
$10.
It was 15 a couple weeks ago. So
Let me
15
see
a
if I
couple
can
weeks ago
find it.
means it's 10 now.
It is $9.16.
Close. Okay.
More expensive than Pheasantipity now, which we'll talk about later.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Gross. Yeah, the side looks cool.
Yeah.
The
Zekrom,
just another
gorgeous.
In's decks are going to be just like aura farming constantly. We talked about it in the pre-show. We're not going to show it here, but there's like the Pokemon Center's released some info about some new products that you'll be able to buy on the side. Deck mat, deck box. I think sleeves too. They're releasing a whole set of like In's
and stuff.
Everything. So you get an In's deck mat with In and Reshi and Zek on it, and you get the deck box, and you get the sleeves, you get the clear outers, so you can oversleeve these, and you roll up to a tournament, and you just like absolutely aura farm.
And then you go 0-3
with an In's deck. yeah, that's how it goes. But yeah, it's just like, oh my god, they're
it's
just
gorgeous.
In just gets all of the arts now. In at max rarity is going to cost $1 billion to play, and it's going to be fun.
This card did leave a weird taste in my mouth, though. The art on it, only because there was that whole thing where people like used AI to like upscale the original image of it, and so now I can't see this without kind of seeing like even like it looks a little like obviously it's not, but it looks a little. My mind has kind of imprinted like, oh, there's AI on this onto the art, even though I know it's not present. So
yeah,
it's unfortunate because this would otherwise be a really unblemished card. It's really gorgeous. Obviously there's a Synthesis Spiritomb that's really cool. I'm hyped for this
so
Dreepy
cool.
and
I love
Dracloak.
this. I want this card.
There's another Spiritomb that looks like that.
There is. I just this art just looks cool. I just want this, man. I just want this. Like Cynthia's decks aren't that good, unfortunately. It's all just Garchomp, and then you put one of these guys in. But like, this is cool. Just to collect, this would be fun.
Yeah, dude. The only other Spiritomb full art is the one from Lost Origin, where it's like this exact same kind of composition, where it is. I think I don't know who that is. It's some ghost trainer, but it's like her reflection with the glowing eyes in the window, and then like it's just Spiritomb is the bulk of the card. It's really funny.
Yeah.
But a artist that we don't really get to talk about very much, Jerky. Jerky is an exceptional artist in TCG. This Dreepy and Dracloak are perfect examples of it. These guys are going to be $1 million because the Dragapult is from Prismatic. Not Prismatic. No, Prismatic, yeah. And so the Dragapult is that it's that same artist and that same art style. This Dreepy is just too cute. I love it.
Yeah, Jerky's art is the same. Jerky made that Dragapult EX, so now, once again, Jerky just releasing kind of like the coolest stuff that you've ever seen.
Yeah. No, like, seriously.
I would say, like, anyone who's not familiar with Jerky's art, like, you owe it to yourself to just go take a look at some of these. These are and you'll like recognize them too, right? Like,
Jerky did Luminion V from Crown Zenith as well as MS Paint Pidgeot.
Yep, MS Paint, the whole MS Paint Pidgey line.
And the goated Tapu Koko art. Oh my god.
Yeah. Like once you start looking through Jerky's backlog of just like stuff, and they're definitely a newer artist for sure, because they've only been working since Crown Zenith. But everything they've done really has the bulk of their work has been through the Scarlet Violet block. Actually, like literally Luminion V is the only thing they've done outside of the Scarlet Violet era. Up until now, obviously.
The weasel they do is really cute.
But like this guy, Jerky came out with the Gulpin, which is like one of my favorite like full arts that I've gotten in the last couple of years. I love this dude, the Stellar Crown Gulpin. Love that dude. So yeah, just like again another fantastic artist doing more fantastic art. Which means now Dragapult decks just get to again. It's gonna be like it. You just you show up with the most like blinged out deck someone's ever seen. You just drop these dudes into play, and people start losing their minds.
Yeah, Yep, it's gonna be something. And then obviously you've got like your attack name rares coming out for the megas.
These are the Japanese versions. In the English versions, you just get the Japanese text for the attack name.
I love that they do the English name on the Japanese cards. That's so interesting.
So fun.
There's the Mega Gengar SIR and the Marnie's Grimmsnarl SIR as well.
Gengar's cool. The Marty's Grimmsnarl, this is sick, honestly.
That goes crazy, in fact.
Yeah. For sure. Also, shout out to this being, I think, in that like Battle Coliseum
yes!
background right there. Just more proof that the Grimmsnarl decks will potentially run these as well as like a way to just mess with people, right?
Yeah. I need to build a Marnie's deck. It seems fun to play.
You drop it after you get like some damage into play and then stop someone. If like if you're up against someone who's got like, spread stuff back at you in response, you drop like one of those stadiums, or like a one of.
Yeah. And I think Mega Charizard Y also comes out with this. It's bad. We don't have to worry about that.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'll save thoughts for that for another one. That's not part of this review. I don't think it's bad, but I don't have it in front of me to talk about. Actually, no, it's right here. Never mind. Okay, I will talk about it. Hold on.
Go for it. Tell me what you think.
I kind of think this is low key, like really good, dude. Like 280, discard 3 fire. To me, this is more approachable and easier to pull off than the Mega Charizard X, right? I think you actually just could build
this does
a much better deck around this.
Hold on, counterpoint. This does 10 more damage than Mega Charizard X.
Right, but it's 10 more damage anywhere.
Fair. All right, yeah, you made your point.
Right, it's 10 more damage anywhere. Like my opponent, say my opponent is running like an ins deck or something like that, and they haven't gotten that patch set up, right? Or something like, I don't know, maybe you've taken out the patch, right? And so they're playing a little bit on the back foot, gust up one of those Reshis or Zeks and then blow up a Zoroark in the back line.
Yeah.
And now they have to get like Balloon, not that they don't have that, but just like, to me, this is just like a way to like be kind of just kind of a monster, honestly, about how you play it, right? The only thing holding this back really right now is like Terras. So give us another year, right? Go through this rotation, go through the next one.
He'll be gone.
J block, this guy might be a monster during the IJ block time period.
We shall see. All right. That's Mega Dream EX. Nothing. I don't know. Some interesting stuff. Some stairs as well. Next up, we're going to talk about that Movers and Shakers article from TCG Player.
Yeah.
Once again, this article frustrates me every week because. So once again, Corbin Hostler, be consistent, please, for once in your life.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you look at the thumbnail on here, it says the TCG Player Series is Movers and Shakers. But the title of this article is Biggest Price Drops This Week in Pokemon This Week, 11/21/25. The first Pokemon on this list, Dedenne from Forbidden Light. Look at that graph, please. Where is the dip? Where's the price drop? Corbin?
Yep. I get it, right? He got to say with curious exceptions, right? A few curious exceptions.
Sure.
Don't make this your article title. If this is the first thing you talk about, this should be the last thing you talk about, right? A few curious exceptions. This is the last thing you talk about, not the first one, the last one. This is the curious exception.
Also, it's such a non-noteworthy increase.
Yeah, no one cares about this.
This is a reverse. This is a Dedenne that went up to $10, but like now it's sitting at like 6 or 7.
There are 2 people in the world who care about this Dedenne. There's exactly 2 people in the world who care about it. Collectors who need to fill out the set, and the weird person who plays Fairy GLC still.
Hold on. There's a third type of person, because this is... Hold on. Who's that artist?
Okay, yeah.
I'm looking at it right now, because this is a popular artist. I know it. It's Kamiya.
Yeah. That's fair. Okay. Sorry. Or your powers.
Yeah, true.
those are the three people who care about this card. Fill a set out, weird fairy type GLC player, powers. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. And again, it's not even like a crazy all at once spike in price. Like it went up from the beginning of this month to now, it's gone up like $3. Let's get real. Come on.
Yeah.
Let's see other noteworthy stuff that's just reading. I mean, like the market is the market. Again, this is not financial advice, and also if you're treating Pokemon cards like finances, get a job. I don't want you in my game. If you're a scalper, leave. I don't want you here.
Yeah, no.
And then like you're looking at Mew EX is the next card on here.
Mew just goes through like random spike jumps. People just want to.
It's a volatile card.
This guy around. It is. It's because it's 151. I get it, right? I get it. It's both playable and it's a collecting option. You know, just because 151 exists as a collector's set. More so
it came down to about $7. It's sitting at $681 right now, down from $934, which is fine, I guess.
Yeah, you know. It's here. We'll looking at the 1 year just to give people like that idea. Like this thing has been all over the place over the past year. Like,
yeah,
you know, it is what it is. But
it is exactly that. This is the most exciting card on this list. This should have been the first one you talk. Maybe the second one you talk about. Actually, no. Maybe it's in a good spot because it makes you like dig for it. Pheasantipity EX is finally a reasonable price. This card has sat around $16, $17 since like for the longest time, really.
Yeah.
It was $20 in August. And finally it's come down to $6.
Yeah. Go watch the actually, I mean, this was what? This was our number one pick, right? In the best cards of 24, you know. Oh
my god, we have to do a best of 25. I forgot about that. I know we
do. I'm so excited for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was in the very first episode that I jumped up on this show on, you know? Like
Has it really been a year already?
It has been a year. Almost.
Holy smokes.
Almost. We're like a month away. A little over.
Wow.
You know.
That's crazy.
But it's like it's just, you know, this card, it's always existed at this price point, and it makes sense, you know, absolutely. Like everyone understands, right? Until this card got a reprint, it was always going to sit at a ridiculous, you know, $15 to $16 price range. I honestly, dude, I remember when this guy was like only 10 or 8. And it kept going up because everyone wanted one. I also remember there was a time period where I think this guy like hit 20 at some point towards the end of last year.
Yes.
And then actually during this year it hit 20 August. At some point. Yep. Like
crazy.
Finally. So for the people who aren't sure or don't know why this card went down, Trainer's Toolkit released, right? The 2025 Trainer's Toolkit released. It's a $35 box that gives you a bunch of staple trainers that may or may not be useful depending on what you're playing. And then included in the toolkit every year is one special like EX Pokemon of some, not necessarily EX Pokemon, but like one
like a quality Pokemon usual, like a staple.
Pokemon. Yeah, we got Squawkabilly last year.
Yeah.
We got Arceus V and V Star the year before.
Yep, and then Lumineon before that. Lumineon V.
Before that. There was Lumineon. There was the Crobat. I'm pretty sure was one at one point, right?
There was a Dedenne GX as well.
All the way back to the GX era, yeah, there was Dedenne. You know, like it's always like some kind of super awesome supporting Pokemon that's just like an absolute staple in so many decks, right?
Yep.
No exception here. So yeah, super happy to see that come out. $35. A box means this guy drops down by $10, and it's only going to go down more now with Ascending. What was it? Ascending Heroes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will be finally able to buy a couple more copies of this card so I can stop having to rotate it between my decks. I'm so excited.
the awful dilemma, unfortunately, of like what deck do I play, and then you have to like go and shuffle through and unsleeve your stuff because you want to get like
it's my Fez and my Ursaluna, my Blood Moon.
The Blood Moon Ursaluna, exactly. Like this, you want to get like those 3 to 4 cards are like in nearly every deck nowadays. Maybe Mew less so now, but like
Well, and the
Fez,
price,
Latias, Blood Moon, or Saluna is just like, all right, let me unsleeve 3 cards, sleeve 3 back in.
yeah, and they're just inconveniently priced enough that I don't exactly want to get a new one.
Right. No, super understandable too. It's
So
very fun, very cool. Everyone loves to see this drop. Super happy about it.
yep. This next listing is actually ridiculous. He just needed to hit the goal for the article, I suppose, because this is the Phantasmal Flames.
I'm gonna click the 1 month because
you don't want to see the 1 year. You don't want to see the 1 year on this card.
Be serious, dude. Don't give me this thing on oh, it's a big price drop. Yeah,
huge price drop.
Of course it's
10 days later, big guy.
Price drop. Yeah, it's a big price drop because the set came out. Damn, it's almost like that happens every. It happens every set, dude. It happens every set. Card comes out, it does big numbers for about a week, if that, at the release, and then plummets. You know.
Yeah, he even mentions on here that also like Mega Sharpedo and like some other cards from that set, including like I can't get into this. I can't do this again. I'm just over it. I'm just over it.
Yeah.
We get it. The set came out. Prices are dropping. Next.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Next we've got the craft single Mega Gardevoir.
Yep. I'm pretty sure we talked about this like a few weeks ago.
I think so too.
And I think it was already on the decline, or maybe when we talked about it, it was like climbing up still.
It might have been that spike from 500 to 600.
Yeah, that's probably it right there. So
who's to say?
Looks like that's where it stopped, and it's going to go back down because, again, you know, there's a general market cool on Pokemon cards right now, and also like this, yeah, it's just like every one of these. Like people are gonna as people stop buying these, the prices are going to dip, so more people will be enticed to buy them. You know,
by the way,
supply and demand.
By the way, I didn't. True, actually, yeah. The prices, by the way, for the cards that we forgot to mention, the Fez is 654. The Mega Lopunny EX Full Art is 616. And then this Mega Gardevoir went down from. Well, I guess it was sitting at like 458. Now it is 362. Lily's Determination SIR went down to $100. Mega Latias EX went down to 118. Same set, just stuff to note.
Yep.
Next up is from what is this? This is from Destined Rivals, Team Rocket's Moltres EX, the SIR. This is an Akira, right?
Yes, it is.
I believe this so. This has been actually. Yeah. I don't know if I would call this a drop, because like this is a very slow declining card. You didn't have like a moment where it was like, oh no, it like lost a ton of value. It's like, no, it's been on the decline for a while. So
yeah, this thing has been dipping for over a month now. You know? Like, I mean, it's cool. It's cool. Yeah. If you're looking to get your hands on this card for collection, you know,
it's now down to 119.05.
Yeah, this is probably getting towards the point where you start maybe, getting that, especially since it's at the lowest I think that it's been.
Ever. Yeah, it's ever been if you look at the 1 year.
Yep, it's at its lowest it's ever been. It's probably going to go down a little more. Yeah. So, maybe try to score one at about the 110 to 100 mark,
Yeah. Looks like Ethan's Ho-Oh is what that we talked about is also gone down, so worth mentioning. And then this is the card we talked about earlier with Jerky. Jerky's Pidgey from Obsidian Flames, the illustration rare, now down comfortably at 752. Or I guess up. Yeah, this is one that this is the stuff I'm talking about. You can't just play fast and loose with like which ones you're going to put in that are going up, which ones that are going down. This went up from 639 to 752. So it went up not like $130.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like whatever, man. Ends like, Reshiram also went up from like $11 to 14, but
we want to talk about like price changes on this card, right? Let's talk about price change. Let's talk about price changes,
Yeah.
let's talk about a price change. You
Yeah,
know,
where it went. And
this
even that 11 down to $9 is still $2.
Yeah, let's
Or
talk
I don't
about a
know.
real price change. You know, I get it. This card is not going to do as much because it's while it is a an illustration, it is also uh not a super popular card for collectors.
Yeah.
And it's in a not super popular set. So I get it, right? I get it, but still, yeah.
We should get Corbin Hostler on the show
Oh my god.
and just
Yeah.
complain at him.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just gonna be us berating Corbin Hostler for like 30
We're just
minutes.
gonna bully him for a half an hour. It's gonna be awesome.
Bully him and then boot him, That's so mean. That's
No,
so mean.
that'd be evil. We shouldn't. It would be interesting to get him on the show to get like his insight into this stuff.
Yeah,
Because I don't, because like he's a Magic player.
I would like to know how, or how TCG player handles this. Like, why is he picking what he's picking? Is it just random? Does he have an algorithm for it on his end? Is there like some sort of
API,
some sort of spreadsheet? Yeah, right, exactly. Is something is he doing something that we don't see behind the scenes? Is he getting some info that we don't get from behind the scenes? That would be cool. I would like to know.
I'll reach out. I'll see if we can make that happen. Maybe sometime in the new year.
And then force him to watch our two upset rants for the good 20 minutes.
There'll be more rants about his articles before we get him on the show. Don't worry.
100%.
All right, let's do these job listings at TPCI and then wrap things up with what we're playing. I kind of want to. We're almost at an hour and a half, and we got some bonus episodes to record after this. So let's go ahead and knock these out real quick. So this comes to us from LinkedIn, where I deal with 1 billion emails each week just for you people, so that I can. I've tried unsubscribing, by the way, doesn't work. It's LinkedIn, man. But I keep a tab open with LinkedIn for Pokemon TPCI just to see what they're doing for jobs, what they're posting. There's, a lot of new jobs available, and they're always an interesting way to kind of get an idea of what's going on their side of things. And right now, it's more of the same this week. So 15 hours ago, they posted a bilingual project manager, Japanese and English, for games. They a Brazilian and Portuguese localization editor, a senior project manager, bilingual Japanese and English, another localization specialist 2 days ago, a senior program manager, which for global e-commerce. So again, maybe something to combat some bots. Who's to say? Yep. A tax manager 3 days ago, a manager for licensing in London in the UK. So again, more speculation on what that could be. Are there any brands that are based out of the UK that Pokemon has collabed with before?
I'm sure there are. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head, but I'm quite sure that there's absolutely some brands, like some English brands, British.
I'm gonna look it up.
Brands that they've worked with.
Ooh, wait. Hold on, this is interesting. Oh, Skinny Dip, which, by the way, interesting company for Pokemon to collaborate with, just because of phrasing. One they did in September was Pokemon X Skinny Dip, which is a London-based lifestyle brand that began in 2011 as an iPhone case designer. So there's I think a Pikachu case and a bag. There was, just a bunch of phone cases from the Pokemon Center.
I think it's interesting that they would partner with that, but at the same time, I don't think it's really that unheard of, right? At the end of the day, the Pokemon Company still wants to make brands count, right? And so that's why they pick these brands purposely. That's why they do the certain collaborations that they do, even if it is maybe it's a name that doesn't quite necessarily match with what you would normally expect from the Pokemon Company. It is also a recognizable name. I don't recognize it personally that much, I guess, but it might be a much more recognizable name in Europe, So I could I can understand why they do that.
Yeah. No, it's just interesting. I'm
on here.
curious to know like all the stuff they might be doing. I looked up UK brands that have collabed with Pokemon, but
so there's one on here that I would like to bring up because I just scrolled and saw it. There is I believe this was posted a week ago. A senior user acquisition and performance marketing manager, mobile games.
Ah, yes. What does this mean?
Exactly.
Who can say? Let's see. Here's what it says. So what you'll do, you'll partner with product marketing managers to shape and execute UA and re-engagement strategies across multiple mobile game titles in international markets. Manage campaigns on Google Ads, Meta, TikTok, ASA, CTV, OTT. Optimize campaigns, conduct creative testing and localization to consult product marketing. Build data, collaborate, ensure campaigns comply. 5 years in mobile app paid marketing. 8 years in marketing or live game operations.
Yeah.
This is deep expertise in iOS and Android. Hands-on experience with Google.
They want people who are like, I mean, this is a senior user acquisition job. Like this is a senior role. You are definitely going to need to like have a lot of experience, I think, for this. Just in general, they're like,
yes,
they have 5 years, they have 8 years, listed for these various things. Most people who are probably going to get this role will have more than that in those situations, just by default. To me, what this sounds almost like is this is a way to promote mobile games, not necessarily to make improvements to the games themselves.
Right.
It sounds more like promotion strategies working on. If I had to guess, honestly, I would say something with like Pocket and Go more than anything, right? Those are like the big mobile game catches. Like they don't, obviously, we know they don't care about live, really and truly.
What?
We know they don't care about, we know they don't care about live because I could go into a whole thing. I'm not going to get into that one, but yeah. We know that they care a lot about Go and they care a lot about Pocket because those are money makers, and live isn't a money maker.
Dude, Masters default. EX also crazy money maker.
Yes, that's true. Masters EX is a crazy moneymaker, actually. The fact that they continue to put events in that, I don't know what the numbers are for that game. I'm sure it'd be interesting to like look that up at some point and find out. But the fact that they put money into that still shows that they care. It's clearly working enough for them to make profit on it every year. And until that stops happening, they aren't going to quit putting effort into it, because it doesn't take a lot. I don't think for them to really put too much effort in. They just have to hire like a voice actor every time they need to put a new person in the game.
Yeah.
That's
interesting. I found a Reddit post with Pokemon Masters EX financials from Dina. Interesting.
Would definitely like to explore that at some other time. Yeah. I think that would be
that's another awesome day for sure, is to like go into those financials.
Yeah.
Cool stuff though.
But yeah, super cool. Yeah, again, this kind of just shows that they're doing a lot. It's the same stuff, trying to expand localization, expand marketing, expand the way that they get the games and the product from Japan to other countries.
Yeah, certainly. Yeah, that's kind of all I've got. There's not a whole lot of other interesting jobs for me. The biggest things are like the mobile game advertising, it seems, the user acquisition, performance marketing, and then all these bilingual teams and roles. And what interests me most, of course, is the brand services project, the licensing audit specialist. So I'm interested to see what comes of that. Hopefully a good collab, maybe some cool new games coming out, or some edits to some games, but who's to say?
Yeah.
All right, let's wrap the show up with what we're playing this week. I'll let you go first.
Okay, yeah. So I know this one kind of made its way through our group recently, but the Megalopony deck,
Yes.
and kind of how to play this, has been making waves. I know it's more than just us, obviously, but I will say I think for us, we all picked it up and kind of just started messing with it, a week ago with like the launch of everything to just see how it was, working out on live and everything.
Yeah.
And it's fun. It feels very similar to like a Palp Noir revival, right? It's a little
Yes.
different. You're not doing the spread stuff with Greninja in the same way, but you are instead kind of just using Dusks to target key dudes and blow them up pretty easily. Um, it's a super fluid deck. It's a lot of fun. It's really aggressive, I will say, to the point where like going second with it still never feels bad for the most part, unless you just like brick horrendously, which can happen occasionally. I think that's its biggest downfall, really, is like bricking, um, and that just comes from like just kind of the way that it has to be built. So I've been having fun with that a little bit. The other deck kind of came about a little before that, but I've been messing a little bit with this kind of like quote unquote like toxicity tox box dark
Ooh, interesting.
deck. It's a bit of a concept that I was already like thinking, hey, this might be kind of good, and it's also something that I saw some Japanese lists running,
Yeah.
in like gym challenges, city leagues, that kind of stuff, and it's really cool. But the general idea is using the new toxicity. Um, that lets you pull a damage or a dark type, a dark energy out of your deck to attach to one of your Pokemon, one of your dark Pokemon, and then put 2 damage counters on it, right? And so
Yep.
you use that in combo with like a Monkey Dory, and you can get a dude powered up, and you can get dark energy onto a Monkey Dory, and you can kind of swing from there, right? And so this uses the attackers that I've put in for mine. I mentioned this earlier, the Brute Bonnet. This Brute Bonnet is from Twilight Masquerade. It really hasn't seen play because it's not good up until now, at least, I think.
True.
This guy, for 3 dark energy, has the attack Relentless Punches. This is 50 damage plus. This attack does 50 more damage for each damage counter on your opponent's active Pokemon. So with a Monkey Dory, right, with this guy and a Monkey Dory, you can move 30 damage counters off this guy onto an opponent's Pokemon, like onto their active Pokemon, and then punch for 200. Like
Wow.
just like that. Like that's
Pretty
already
good.
insanely good. It easily wrecks like Gardevoir decks, obviously. It's a solid guy, and the best part is it's a single prize basic Pokemon.
Yeah,
It's
true.
super easy to just get into play and kind of run with. So we use a couple of those. An Absol EX, obviously, and then the usual like Pecharunt EX and Eviltal package, because both of those are good, just dark attackers in general. And then the Baby Pecharunt as well for like some lock and poison strategies and stuff like that. And a Pheasantipity. So you kind of have like a lot of options with this.
Yeah, it's a
I
great
don't
little
know if this
toolbox.
is the right way to play this. Yeah, it's a super toolbox deck. Don't know if this is the right way to play this. You could definitely like keep track of like the meta and kind of predict what might be a better option. Maybe a Roaring Moon is really good in this list, right? Like Bravery Charm keeps the moon alive a little bit, so you can do that, or just like an in-game, you know, frenzied gouging for just blowing something up. Like there's options with that. Any dark attacker that comes out in the next 3 years now is immediately in contention for this, as
Yep.
well, not 3 years, sorry, like for the next year at least, with Monkey Dory, immediately in contention for use in this deck. There's just kind of a lot of cool stuff that you might be able to do with this. So I think this is like a deck that's like, it's underexplored right now. I'm certainly not the person to explore it, unfortunately.
Right.
It takes this. I think it takes a lot of like skill to probably play this. It does feel a little bit sometimes like Gardevoir at home, but it's super cool still. It's still a fun concept. So been trying it, been enjoying it.
Very cool.
Yeah. Outside of cards, though, having, oh my god, the absolute best time in the world with Hades 2 right now.
Yeah, you've been telling me about Hades 2 a lot lately. You said last time that we got together, you said you finally beat like the final boss. Is that correct?
No, I finally had been getting to the final boss.
Okay, got you.
It was a few weeks ago, I think.
Have you beaten it yet?
I last night finally beat the final boss for the first time, and then this morning, immediate like follow up run, got to and beat the final boss again. on that run. So fun. The story is great. The kind of explanation for why you have to keep looping stuff right now at least works for the story, the same way that it worked for the first game. I'm sure they'll come up with another explanation once you kind of like beat the story and you get to like post game stuff, because it is a roguelike, you know, you have to do that kind of stuff. But it's so much fun. I don't know if I mentioned it last time. I finally unlocked the last weapon aspect. The last weapon that needed to be unlocked, so that I could get at least like the base version of all of them. The last one is so cool. It's called like the Black Cloak, Zint the Black Cloak. And like you would think like, oh, it's like a weird cape or something, dude. This thing's a damn Iron Man outfit.
Yo,
They're close to it. Like it's not like a full outfit, but it's like jet boosters on the back. It's like you get these giant fists that kind of like float in front of you.
It's pretty sick.
And everything, and it's so cool. The combat function for it is really cool because it's like a punching combo for attacking that kind of reaches a little bit in front of you. And then I think I've mentioned it before, but the way this Hades game works is like you get like these Omega attacks where you can like kind of charge up an attack or a special, and it does something a little different when you charge it up. And so the Omega attack on this one forms like a shield in front of you that blocks damage while it's charging up, and then shoots the shield outward as a projectile once it's fully charged.
Oh, neat.
So you get like defense and offense in the same move, which is really cool. And then the special on this thing, it's like, okay, like, it's really cool too. It fires a couple of rockets like out of this thing at the like enemies on screen. Just there's a couple. If you do the like Omega special, it creates like a cone in front of you.
Oh, fun.
That like, no, sorry, it just like scans all of these dudes. I'm like hype on this. I'm sorry. It scans, demonetized. That's it.
We're never monetized anyways. I'll see if I can edit that in post.
Oh my god. Yeah, it scans like all the enemies and like creates like a bunch of like lock-on reticles for them, and then just spams them with like rockets that like home in. And like these are like proper homing too. Like this game has like enemies that will like teleport on you, like randomly.
Oh wow.
At like certain enemies will teleport. I've seen one of these rockets like lock onto one of these guys, fly towards it. The thing teleports like halfway across the screen and it's to the other side, and the rocket just loops around and swings back towards them and hits them. Whoa! Like full on, like it's so cool. Yeah, it is one of the coolest weapons in the game. Just on like the simple cool factor. It's just the simple cool factor for it. But it's been so much fun. Yeah, it's been so much fun. So
I'm so glad,
that's kind of been everything.
That's really cool.
Yeah. Can't wait to play more.
Yeah, I've been playing more games, but not quite as deeply. And I've also been playing the Megalopony deck with Dusknoir. I saw there was a video somewhere. I don't even remember who posted it, but it was the poison package with it. That might have been LDF actually. But yeah. Lopunny with Dusknoir is so sick. It reminds me of Rapid Strike Box. Everybody's like, "Oh, it's Terapagos. It's Terapagos." No, it's like it feels like Rapid Strike Box. Yeah. Except the difference is you don't have the 120 to 2, because you're pinging damage around. You're taking huge knockouts just for entering the active. Also, the amount of disruption you get with that deck from Klefki and Tatsugiri with the jet energies is really awesome. I like it a lot. It's a fun deck to play. I also just haven't been playing much Pokemon lately, because if I'm not playing in paper, I am not really having that much fun. We've kind of talked about in our group kind of a feeling of burnout. So I mean, that's kind of where we're at. I'm excited to see how everybody will feel after the holiday break, and maybe once events get a little better in our area. So other than that, though, as far as I've been going hard on some video games. My best friend Zach, not Terrio, who's been hosting on the show lately, but not associated with the show at all. He has started up a Minecraft server for us, actually, and so I've been jumping on there, and I've been just having a good time. He put on, so there's a game rule in Minecraft where you can keep your inventory if you die, and playing with that turned on is so much more fun. Listen,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man. Maybe I'm washed, but I don't like just losing all my stuff whenever I die. Like
No,
it makes
that's
me more likely to just go out and explore, which means I get to have more fun doing what's fun about this game, is like going on crazy mining sessions, building structures. Like I don't have to be inconvenienced by like, oh, if I die, all my stuff's gonna be gone in 5 minutes. I can just come back and like, oh, I have all my stuff. I just gotta go find the location again.
Yeah.
So it makes it. I'm having a lot of fun doing that. And then Borderlands 4 and Halo Infinite both just came out with like more content for the holidays.
Yeah.
Halo Infinite just put out its final operation, where it's like its final little battle pass before, like, because it is ending support. They're moving on to their next game. Borderlands 4 put out their first DLC, and it's a holiday themed expansion. They actually gave it out for free, which is it's interesting. It was originally going to be $15, I want to say, maybe 10. Very good move, given all the PR that Borderlands 4 has been getting. And it's a good way to test the waters to see kind of how you should price the future DLC. I think it was a fine DLC. I haven't played through it all the way yet, so I'll have to kind of see how I feel after the fact. But the main one I really wanted to talk about is actually one I literally just played and completed today. It is a very small indie game called Saint Slayer Spear of Sacrilege.
Yeah.
This is a Metroidvania kind of, made by independent developer Lilimo Games. And it's really sick. The story is really cool. It takes place after like some huge fictional war. But the premise is you play as this guy, like this farmer, who is taking on these like strange like anomalies, because a priest has gone crazy, not crazy, but he's like starting to seek power. So he goes after these like sacred icons of Catholicism, including what this first game will be about, the quote unquote Spear of Sacrilege, which is the spear they used to kill Jesus on the cross. It is a really cool game. The demo is out on Steam right now. I wishlisted it because it's coming in Q1 of 2026.
Yeah, I just took a look at like some of the stuff for this. This looks cool.
It's really good. It's a lot of fun. At least where I played, you get to play like 4 or 5 missions through the demo.
Okay.
It's really quick. It's like maybe a 30-minute run time. There's a lot of stuff you can do though. It's cool. The music is really good in it for that 8-bit style. If you want something that's very like old, like arcade feel to it, and just the world building is so good. I really enjoy the use of exploring like mythology and arcana in the sense, in like the context of religion as like a premise for a game. I think is really interesting. So they have done a great job over there at Lilimo making this game, at least so far. It's not super hard. It's very engaging. It's fun to play through. So that's been the biggest one that I've been having fun with. So, and then of course like the Steam sales and the Xbox Game Pass sales have been just tearing me up. They just put out what did I just get? I got like Lego Indiana Jones on my Xbox for like a couple bucks. It's the first game I ever 100%ed. So I was like, oh, I should get this again and play through it again. Just some other interesting, like really, really cheap games and DLCs. I think I got like an expansion for Injustice 2 on Xbox because it was like a couple dollars. So
yeah, might as well.
But yeah, that's kind of what I've been playing. Not a lot of Pokemon. Very, very much just kind of a light week. Hopefully we'll get a chance soon to play some in-person cards. I'm very excited for that. Maybe I'll come out some week soon to like Rally Squirrel or something, just to get that sense of seeing people and playing games again.
Honestly, I'm at the point where This is. I'll probably leave. I'll leave the episode off on these sentiments. I'm kind of at the point now. I'm definitely feeling that where like paper is a lot more enjoyable than like trying to play on live and trying to the point where I'm having more fun just not necessarily trying to play like standard too much. I'll play a standard game. It's still fun if I'm playing a deck that I enjoy, but kind of to the point where I'm kind of wanting to just like pick a day, right, and just go to a shop, meet up, and bring bring the world championship decks again and throw those around.
I still have a
play
year,
some GLC,
like 2
play
years
some
of
world championship.
I still have 2 years of WCS decks to catch up on.
Yeah, I still gotta get the 24 25 season decks, right? Yeah. Or the 23 24.
Yeah,
both. I don't know, whatever Honolulu is, because they haven't come out with the ones from, obviously they haven't come out with the ones from LA yet, or Anaheim, excuse me. Yeah. So
I'm right there with you.
That's kind of where my brain is at right now. Or like like you said, I think you mentioned you were working on Paradox Rift format stuff.
Yeah, it'd be cool. Actually, like I've thought about seeing if maybe one of our local stores might sponsor a Paradox Rift format to like 1K.
Ooh, that would be so much fun.
I think that'd be pretty sweet.
Go back and build broken Charizard. Go back and build broken Lugia. Or not broken Lugia.
Thank God.
Normal, colorless Lugia or single strike Lugia.
Yeah.
If we do that,
go ahead.
Rapid Strike box, yeah. I was just gonna say, if we do that, I'm 100% though building out like, probably Sablezard, but like Paradox Rift format Sablezard, really really fun.
Pretty good.
Or just go into like classic Lost Box. Classic Turbo Lost Box.
Dude, Lost Tina even at that time was really good.
Lost Tina was fantastic at that time period.
And then like Mew VMAX was still in the game. Oh,
Mew VMAX existed. Arctina,
what a good format.
Is busted. Yeah, it really is. We were talking about this recently a little bit just over text, but there are a ton of like viable decks in that format that are all really good decks. I don't think like for the most part none of them are too much better than any of the other ones. It was kind of a format where like you could kind of win with anything, right? Yeah. You could just go in and like I think when we listed off decks, I still was like leaving some out. Like I'm pretty sure I left like Miraidon out, which was like at the time period Miraidon was like doing some numbers and
Future Hands as well.
Future Hands. No Future Hands, because Future Hands is temporal.
That's right, my bad.
But Iron Hands came out in Paradox Rift though, so you could still do. You did Miraidon with Iron Hands. But it was just like Miraidon with the Flaffy, so you got like it was Miraidon with Flaffy, you could run Raichu still. Just a wealth of Arceus decks. You could run your cheesy Arceus Alolan Vulpix V-Star Gudra V-Star deck. Like you could run the Arc Gudra Vulpix
the wall deck.
And just the wall, exactly, like just have fun with a wall deck and do some cool stuff. So yeah, like fun format.
Yeah,
I want to get back to that.
Same. I will have to. I'll look into that as well. But yeah, all right, good episode. Glad we were able to kind of throw something together last second again. Sorry again to the viewers that we were not able to deliver on having LDF this episode. Hopefully we can remedy that in the very near future before the holidays get insane. But I'm not going to make any promises on it until we have official word. So just stay tuned and you'll get first announcements on that over at Patreon, patreon.com/terminalcreative. $1 a month, $5 a month, $10 a month, all those good things. Great way to support the show. Before we kind of send off, Johnny, any plans for this week before we move on to the bonus and close out the show?
Nothing too crazy. We're just going to be doing, the family stuff with Thanksgiving, hanging out, having a good time. Hopefully this cold that I've kind of coming down with clears within the next couple of days and, we're able to have a great time with it.
Yes, and that reminds me also, yes, of course, I hope you're feeling better by then. I should have the people at home know. If you've made it to this point, I probably should have said it at the beginning. Next week, there will not be an episode of this podcast. It is Thanksgiving. I'm spending time with my families, like my family and my wife's family. We've got a lot going on. I wouldn't want to have anybody else have to sacrifice time with their families either. We should have an episode, perhaps the 6th or the 7th. Maybe the 13th or 14th. Those are kind of up to that, but I think ultimately, so the plan for the holiday season is the 21st will be the last episode that we do for the year if we do an episode that day. December is kind of up in the air. It's very hard to get people together, and I don't want to take people from their families, and I don't want to sacrifice time with my family. So just keep an eye out. I'll try to keep posts regular to make sure that everybody knows what's going on, but certainly don't expect an episode next week. But yeah, that's kind of all I got as far as housekeeping goes. I'm excited for my week. It's a short one, of course. We get we're sure to get off early on Wednesday. So I'll probably have I'll go in Monday and Tuesday, and then for half of Wednesday, I suppose we'll probably get off at 2:30, I think, rather than 4:30, and then
that's always nice.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, just chilling, eating.
Yeah.
Do you have a food you're looking for, or that you're making or looking forward to for Thanksgiving?
So Cassie always makes a really, really good mac and cheese.
Ooh.
Super excited for that. I'm probably going to throw together a green bean casserole myself. I always like that. And then we always do double eggs as well for Thanksgiving. I made a whole good double egg platter.
I made a whole extra pan of green bean casserole.
Yeah. Understandable. You should.
Well, I didn't mean to. It was supposed to be for my Friendsgiving at work on Tuesday, but then I walk in Monday morning after I had already made the pan of green bean casserole, and I look on the sign-up sheet, and it says, canceled due to lack of participation. I'm like, oh, so I just made this extra pan of green bean casserole for nothing? Sweet.
Yeah. It's a good dish. I will occasionally, even during normal times in the year, I will make a dish of green bean casserole. And it's nice to have just on hand because you can just throw it together. Good lunch option.
Yeah, it is delicious. But I'll be making a green bean casserole and mac and cheese for my families, and then sweet potato casserole for my wife's family's Thanksgiving. So very excited for all these dishes. Gonna be a great time. Really stoked about that. All right, let's get out of here. Thank you all for your love and your kindness and your support. Thank you all for watching, listening. Please, and thank you for your reviews and your support on Shorts and the YouTube video and the reviews on Spotify. Thank you most of all to our patrons who continue to allow this show to be a reality, specifically our one producer level patron. Yup, it's me. Thank you for being a producer and helping make this show happen. Thank you for contributing directly to the content we're going to make by helping fund the holiday calendars that Johnny and I are about to review in just a moment. But yeah, thank you all for watching, for listening. We look to see you in the next one. Until then, farewell.